Okay, this is day 2 of Unit 4 from Wednesday and Thursday. And this is not on your notes, but this is the first thing that we looked at. And this is all a straight review from algebra. There's absolutely nothing new today. So the first thing we talk about here are how to write the equations of lines. If you're not good at this, you should get out a piece of paper right now, and you should write this down with the video in your notes. So if I want to write the equations of lines, the two things I need are a slope and a point. So I'm going to find the equation of this line. And so the first thing I'm going to do is find the slope. Well, slope has to do with this. I need to do rise and run. On here, the rise is 1 unit and a run of 2. So slope is rise over run. So on this one, I have a rise of 1, and M stands for slope, rise of 1, run of 2. This one, I have a rise of run, run of 2. So this one also has a slope of 1 over 2. I always run to the right. Then the rise can go up or down. If it goes up, it's positive, and if it goes down, it's negative. Another little hint is this line is an uphill line, and this line is a downhill line. Up, well, that's positive. That's a positive slope. If it looks like an uphill line, it's positive. If it looks like a downhill line, down is negative, so that's going to be a negative slope. The other thing I need to write an equation of a line is where does it cross the y-axis? This one crosses at 1, and this one crosses at negative 3. So we're going to use the slope intercept form of the line, y equals mx plus b. We went over this on the slope homework already. M is your slope, so this is going to be y equals m is 1/2 x plus b tells me where it crosses the y-axis. Well, this one is crossing at 1. This one here, same slope, so still y equals 1/2, that's my m, x plus where it crosses is negative 3. So that's the equation in that one. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other part here. Again, if you don't know how to do this, you should write this down as you're watching the video. Pause and rewind as you need. The slope is right here. The slope of this one is right here. Rise 1, run 4 on this line. Rise negative 4, because it's going down, run 1 on this one. Notice this is a downhill line, so it's going to have a negative slope. This is an uphill line, so it's going to have a positive slope. So for this one, m equals negative 4 over 1. Well, what is 4 divided by 1? If you think about, I always like to use cookies for dividing. 4 cookies divided by 1 person, I get all 4 cookies. So negative 4 over 1 is just negative 4. This one is rise 1, run 4, so this is slope of 1 over 4. Now on this problem, let's write the equations. Y equals mx plus b. So here, my m is negative 4, and my b is where it's crossing the x-axis, that's it, 1. So this is y equals negative 4 plus 1. And on this one here, y equals the m is 1/4, x plus it's crossing at negative 2. So that's that one. Now the next questions that's asked on here is what do we notice about the slopes? Well, what did we notice about the slopes here? Well, they have the same slopes, and what do we know about these lines? They're parallel. So if they're parallel, they have the same slope. If you don't remember that from algebra, you need to write that down right now. If they're parallel, they have the same slope. If this one's 1/2, that one's 1/2. If this one is 12, this one is 12. They have the same slope if they're parallel. What about these two lines? Well, these two lines are perpendicular. If they're perpendicular, what do we notice about their slopes? Well, one's positive and one's negative. And I have to flip them over. This was 4 over 1. This is 1 over 4. We call that a reciprocal. So I make it negative. So I'm going to change the sign. And then reciprocal means I'm going to flip it over. So I have to change the sign and flip it if it's perpendicular. Again, if you don't remember that from algebra, you need to write that down right now because you need that for the rest of the notes today.